Hello guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrapping 2. Today I'll be making this card for Papertemptress Facebook challenge for November. So there's going to be a challenge for every month, and there's going to be different sponsors and prizes, so you can participate to win some prizes. So the links for the sponsor for this image here, the cardinal, will be listed in the links below, as well as the Paper Temptress Facebook group as well. So you can upload your projects and things like that to be eligible to win some prizes. So it's going to be really fun. So this is for the November challenge, and the November challenge is not to use red and green. So that was kind of tricky since I'm using the cardinal, and cardinals are usually red. So let's get started. So I have this wreath that I'm going to be embossing, and I'll be using some gold sparkling embossing powder. I'm not quite sure what brand that is because I put it in the little container and I never marked what company that is. So, but there's so many gold embossing powders out there, so you can use your favorite gold embossing powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep my cardstock so that I can stamp this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the embossing powder. I don't know about you, but I am very messy with the embossing powder. Even if I have a large container, I tend to always spill it. So this is a very pretty gold embossing powder that has a tint of sparkle to it. So now I'm going to heat it with my heat gun. For me, the ones with the glitter and sparkly embossing powders are a little bit harder to see when it's melting. As you can see, changes color when it's melted. And I'm going to fussy cut this out later on. So as you can see, I spilled embossing powder everywhere. And now I'm going to use the Neenah Classic Linen Cardstock with some Brushos. I wasn't aware that Neenah had this other textured cardstock, which is called linen. This has some amazing texture to it, and it's available in a lot of colors. And so I wanted to try this out. I was told that when you use spray inks and things like that, the texture shows through it. But so I wanted to try it out with my Brushos. So I haven't tried this out yet. This is the first time. So this is a natural color. And this is not a watercolor cardstock. It's regular cardstock, Neenah cardstock that has texture to it. And I was surprised how well this cardstock behaved with a lot of water. So now I'm just adding some colors. I'm adding some black some yellow, and some purple. So as you can see here, I'm spraying a lot of water, and the cardstock holds up really well, even though it's not a watercolor cardstock. So I was really surprised. So now I'm adding some more color here, and I'm spraying it again. Adding some more and spraying again. So as you can see, it holds up the water really well. So I was super surprised because this is not a watercolor cardstock. It's just a regular cardstock. And it doesn't really warp as much. So I went ahead and fussy cut the reef and the cardinal here. And I'm using some Stampin' Up! Ink pads, and I'm going to use my blender pen to color this image. This again is not watercolor cardstock. This is Neenah Solar White. As long as you don't go back and forth and add a ton of color, it's okay to use this cardstock. And especially with the blender pen, there's not that much liquid, so that also helps. So this blender is really good, and I'm using the ink pads to color this cardinal, adding some yellow to his feathers as well as his stomach. And all you have to do is just scribble off the color to move on to the next color for these blender pens. Now I'm adding some orange to deepen up some of the areas. And then I'm going to add some brown for the twig that the bird is standing on, and the feet area. So I basically mixed burgundy, yellow, orange, and brown for this. So now that that's done, I'm going to bring my panel, the Brushos panel that I worked on, and as you can see, there is no, it didn't warp as much. It actually didn't warp that much at all, and that's pretty cool. Stamp the sentiment at the bottom that says Season's Greetings in the same burgundy color here. And I wanted to add just a little bit of color at the edges so that it kind of stands out. And then when I'm cleaning this color, I thought, oh, maybe I should add some more color. So I just kind of dabbed it here and there just to tie in that color. And again, for this wreath, I'm using this Delicata gold all around the edges here. And this is a pigment ink, so it takes a very long time to dry. And I didn't let it dry, so I got it on my hands and things. So you want to let it dry or use embossing powder to dry it. This is Neenah 110 pound, and this is a strip of gold foil that I cut off. I showed when I did the foiling on the entire paper, and this was very convenient. I can just cut a strip and things to use anytime I want. And then I'm going to put score tape all around the edges as well as the inside. I'm putting a generous amount because I want this to lay completely flat. So as you can see here, it's completely flat. And now I'm going to add a little bit more color to this. I'm using vintage photo so that again it'll kind of stand out on top of those Brushos colors. And then I go off camera and I add some foam adhesive and put everything together, as you can see here. And I added some sequins that matched the gold foiling. And I also added some Wink of Stella to the bird, but Wink of Stella is very subtle shimmer and I wanted more glitter, so I went ahead and used the Sakura's Stardust on the feathers here, and I used the black gel pen to color in that black area by the beak, and I also added the stardust to the greeting as well. So this finishes off my card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and check out all the links in the descriptions below for the sponsors site as well as the Paper Temptress Facebook group so that you can participate. So each month is going to be a different theme. Thank you so much for stopping by, and don't forget to give a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye.